Hello, my dear. It is Medium Emary, and today we will be giving you a quick tarot card reading. So, thank you for your patience. I hope you're doing well in this crazy pandemic time. I hope you've been safe with you and your family. So, we're gonna tune into your questions and pull out some cards and reveal your answers through the cards. I do not have an office at the moment because I literally just moved, so I'm in this crazy living situation at the moment, but I will just be filming myself, pulling out the cards for you, and telling you what I am picking up as a result of that. Okay, so let's tune in here. Sorry if you hear noise in the background. My daughter is being watched by my mom and my sister, so she's being a little loud, just so you know that. Okay, so I was reading here a little bit about your work and how you've worked in the hospital for a long time and you're very sensitive and you've developed PTSD and anxiety as a result, which I can totally relate to. I'm so sensitive. I can't even watch the news. That's how intense it is. Like even with this whole crazy pandemic thing going on and this whole thing with the protests and stuff, it's been really hard on me emotionally and mentally to even witness it through the news and stuff like that. So, but yeah, definitely when you know how sensitive you are, it's really important to take care of your own energy and protect yourself because you don't want to get burnt out. And as a result, yes, it can create PTSD and major anxiety, which that is something I have. I have PTSD from certain traumas that I've gone through, and then I have major anxiety, which those are the big qualities of when you're psychic as well. So maybe you're very intuitive and you're very psychic as well, so you pick up on all the energies. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so your question was, will you get that job with your cousin in their clinic, or you should apply to other doctors' offices? So let's start shuffling here. We ask the universe now to reveal to this client time what she needs to know about her job. We ask that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. I do have your name in my head, so I'm just going to be shuffling here. Will she get that job with her cousin or apply to other doctors' offices? As I tune in, I feel a lot of shift in your work. So I definitely feel like you won't be in a hospital setting. I feel like over the course of couple of years, your job setting will shift and change. I'm not saying you'll go back into hospital setting, but there's this feeling like maybe you'll get into different things and your job situation will change and your settings will change more than once. Okay, so just keep this in mind. I maybe feel like maybe you're going to be doing this as a way to explore and see what's best for you. And I feel like you're going to be getting different opportunities here and there. So my main message is to be open. Be open to whatever comes your way. Be open to whatever opportunities come your way, and not to like think one way. Your guides want you to be open because I feel like this is going to allow you to explore and find the right correct setting for you for your work. Okay, so let's see if I can get the job and comes in. Got two cards here. Let's see here. Yeah. I feel like you should apply to other doctors' offices to be safe. There's this feeling, this whole thing with your cousin, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take time. It's going to be a process. So there is this feeling of applying to other doctors' offices in the meantime, because I feel like there's going to be a delay with your cousin's situation, the cousin's clinic. So to apply to other doctors' offices. Now they are showing me emotionally and mentally and physically, maybe you've been feeling a little bit down or sad. There is this feeling of just finding ways to cleanse yourself, using sage to cleanse your energy, walking outside, finding ways to ground yourself. This can be all part of the empath thing, but I do feel like maybe you've been feeling a little bit drained lately. Okay, I do feel like you should apply to other doctors' offices. Okay, and I see just different settings. Within these couple of years, you're going to be changing in different settings. You're going to be pulled into different directions. I don't even know if it's going to be a different kind of position, but still part of the same field. But there is something changing. I feel like maybe you're going to change something or get into something different. But it's going to be good for you because I feel like this is something you've been needing. Don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to try new things, and that is why I feel like your guides are saying be open. See, you have the faith for the star card, which is all about faith, having hope in the situation working out. Okay, I don't know, there's also something about a living situation with you, so I don't know if this is just future prospects of maybe a move for you in the future or some shift and change. They keep showing me just environment stuff, so like maybe finding ways to shift the kind of people you have around you, knowing to allow positive people around you, maybe letting go of people you know that don't serve you, friends, certain people, relationships. I'm not sure exactly, but there's just this focus of like having positive energy around you and negative things, like finding ways to let go of those negative things so it doesn't take over your energy, okay? Because I just feel like this I feel like you just need that time to cleanse yourself and to feel like yourself again. Okay. So we're going to ask, and I do feel like you're psychic. I do feel like you're very intuitive as well. And you should find ways to and heighten it because I feel like that will help you and that will help also your anxiety and PTSD. I also believe journaling is really good. Journaling and writing down your emotions and your thoughts. Um, Yoga is really good. Dancing, music, any form of movement is very powerful as well. Okay. Now, I loved your question about your cat. So cute that you said you had a dream about him and his voice sounding like a man. Okay. Um, And the fact that he appears in meditations and in your dreams, I feel like you have a really strong soul connection with your cat. So that means for me it means you've had past lives, telepathic connection, okay? And definitely your cat astral travels and that is why you dream about him, okay? So his astral body like travels with you sometimes in dreams and you guys travel together and that is why you see him so in vivid in these dreams. Now, the man's voice, I feel like it could be that past life you had with this soul and he was possibly a male, and that is that soul connection you have with the cat. I know it sounds crazy, but people do, we could have had past lives with animals, because I do believe we can have past lives as animals too, um, and as humans as well. So I feel like there's a soul connection between you and your cat. Okay. And again, keep tuning into your intuition, your psychic ability, because that's awesome that you have these meditations with him. I think that means you're working on that third your that sense, that third eye sense. So keep doing that, okay? I feel like you have a very spiritual connection with your cat, and it's like kind of like they could feel your energy. It's a telepathic, like 100%. um so okay, I'm gonna pull out a couple more cards for you. You're very spiritual, and I feel like to find some spiritual practices that could help you as well, and remember to use prayer to help cleanse that negative energy that you've been feeling, or when you do feel it. It's very important. I feel like you feel things differently than other people, okay? Is there anything else this client should know? So keep in mind what I said about your work. I feel like you're going to be guided into a different position that you haven't done and a different setting, but still part of the same field. Okay, so I don't know if it's working with kids in the health department or working with I'm not sure, but there's this feeling like it's going to be a different like position maybe, but this is something that you're going to be exploring within a couple of years, so there's going to be a lot of different changes and shifts. I feel like you're going to go through a couple of jobs, but only because you're exploring, okay? And you're finding the right thing for yourself, you know? You don't want to be working in something that's not good for your mental health, you know? So is there any last questions this client should know? Is there any last questions this client should know? Be open, hun. Be open, okay? Is there any last questions this client should know? Sorry, my daughter's singing right now. Take this time to just tune into yourself, okay? Allow this time to be sacred for you just to connect with yourself again, okay? To find yourself again. I feel like maybe you were really busy, so you lost yourself a little bit, but there's this feeling of connecting with yourself again and not letting this whole pandemic thing or everything going on stop you from believing like you're close to your destination, you're close to what you want, okay? You will attract what you want and you're not that far away from it. Just be patient, okay? But use this solitude time to tune into yourself, do the things you love again, do the things that you haven't done in a while, try it again, pick up some hobbies, do things that you love, okay? I just feel like there's this sense of soul searching that's coming through as well for your reading. So allow yourself to soul search, allow yourself to try new things and not be afraid, okay? My daughter's singing Frozen. I do pick up this fear as well. So there's this feeling of choose love over fear, to choose love over fear. And this will help you during those moments where you're like questioning things or you feel like trapped or something. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you with that, my darling. I very much hope you enjoyed this mini reading. It was a pleasure. Thank you for your patience again. I hope I was able to bring you comfort and clarity. I don't remember the things I say because I'm just kind of like channeling and picking up from your guides at the same time. So I did say some things earlier as well. Write down certain things that didn't make sense, and they usually make sense later, as this can be future prospects that I'm picking up for you. Okay, so I send you. My daughter thinks she's like an opera singer. Okay, I send you lots of love and many blessings, and I hope you have a beautiful day. I'm always here for you again. Bye now.